Hey guys, welcome back to Fish It Up. Today, I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of my boat. It's a 2022 Vexus AVX1980. So let's check it out. Alright, we're going to start here at the console. I have a place to mount my phone on the left. That's when I use the Mercury vessel view and see whatever engine information I need there, or answer phone calls, send text, whatever. On the right side here, I have the mount for the GoPro. Makes things a little bit easier having that mounted there. That way we can plug straight in to the USB power down here on the panel. Now, this boat has a center console, a coin box as they would call it. It is very handy. It is a good place to put your keys and all the junk you don't want to get wet, your paperwork, whatever else. Charge cords, the remote for your Alltrex, whatever. Back here in the back, I store, move that out of the way. I store my extra plastics and things like that in this compartment. It's got a very roomy rear compartment. I mean, there's plenty of room to get in here to the batteries, and then if you need to get back into the pumps. I have that basket there that I put all my camera gear in, and I use the Walmart bag stuff for trash when my boat don't get trashed up. This other compartment here in the back, I store all my rain gear, jackets, life jackets, things like that. This boat does have the remote drain plug. Yes, it has an awkward spot for the gas filler, but it works. It's just awkward. Now, moving up front, or towards the front, we have rod storage for the co-angler. And then we have a day box here. Usually keep the scissors and pliers here. You know, G-juice, just other things. I may throw the GoPro bag in there, just other things for the day, snacks, whatever else. That way they can get in there instead of the center console. We'll go into this middle rod locker here. You can see they have a raised edge and then the lip, so it's a lot different in a lot of aluminum boats. It doesn't get wet in the compartments. They stay really dry. I've been in some really good rains and not had any issues with water in the compartments, but it holds 10 rods. I'm sure you could cram more in there if you want to do that, but I don't have that many in there. Let's see. There's a cooler in front of the console here. It keeps my drinks cold all day long. It does a really good job. Then there's more storage here. I keep all the rest of my lures and stuff there. Spin around here to the other side, to the other rod locker. I have my spinning reels and just tons more junk, line, rod socks, stuff for tournaments, weigh-in bag, hid back in there. But it's got plenty of room. There's the anchor light. We have the rod buckles up front here on both sides. Those are great, work good. Recessed foot pedal. And then a 24 volt Alltrex 80 pound on the front. I have a Garmin 106 SV. I have two of those, one at the console, one up front. And live scope, the LVS 34 transducer. Now, I've added a couple things to this boat. It had a lot of stuff that I didn't have to install, but I added this front non-slip pad on the front, keep the boat from getting scratched up. It's a great place to step if stepping off the bank. You can't see, but here I've wrapped this edge. This is mostly where we step in the boat. I wrapped it with the clear 3M to keep that from getting scratched up. I also installed plugs for the moonlight lights, so when we fish at night, it's on either side. Here's the console of this boat. It's been a great boat. I've had it to about 55. I mean, it's plenty fast. I mean, I'm not driving that fast all the time anyway, so I mean, it's a great boat. It's stable, has tons of room. You get all the way up here in the front. I mean, it's a big boat. It barely fits in a 24-foot garage. It has the Mercury Pro XS 150. It's been a great motor. Here's another view back up towards the front. It does not, my other boat, the Ranger 178, it had a lot of listing when you step on the corners, which this one does a little bit. Like you can see here when I move, it does have some listing, but that's going to the extreme corners of it. Especially if you have a heavy co-angler and he likes to stand right on the corners of the boat, you're going to notice it a little bit, but it's nothing like a lot of aluminum boats or a lot of boats in general. I almost forgot, guys. Look at the Livewell here. I have my cold tags. I have that bar mounted on the lid support. That way they're always there and handy. You can see it has a pretty good sized Livewell. Open up the other side here. All these latches are compression latches, so they pull down, stay tight, but you have the pump in, pump out. It's all fiberglass. Very nice. All right, we're just gonna start in the back here. Just give you a look of, give you an idea what it looks like out of the water. Give you some of those views that you don't get. I added some of that 3M clear here and scooted the jack tower in the front, stand, whatever you want to call it, scooted that up some so that the boat would go just a tad forward. That way it wasn't rubbing so bad on the back of the boat. Okay, here. Just can't give you a look at everything. It does have brakes on the trailer. And the spare. I do have the keel guard mounted on there. I couldn't tell you the brand right off. I'm not sure if it was Megaware or what. I'll have to check and put that in the video. But this is a I-beam trailer. It's not square tube. It's going to rust from the inside out. I've had this about a year, and besides some manufacturing defects that they've corrected, I've not had any issues out of it. It's just been probably mostly because of COVID and not having the employees you needed, but those there was this rigging tube was not screwed in far enough here, so after a timeout it would fall out. This bolt here was cross-threaded and stripped out, so when I took this apart to fix that, I found that, so I had to re-thread it and put a new bolt there. Then I had issues with the Livewell. This working correctly to start with, but after a couple times of use it kind of worked itself out. When I first got the boat, when you put it in drive, it would not go. There was a little plastic connection in there that went from the throttle up to that, what did they call it? I'm not sure the name of it. I'll have to look that up as well. But it was inside the motor. Just a little plastic thing. Had to click in there, but it was very scary after bringing it home and it not working. The next thing was this compartment lid, which I just found that it was starting to wear into this seal right here, and it was because of this support was too long, so they sent me a new lid. No questions asked, new lid to attach on there and fix that. There was a couple little things, like when I was doing the wiring for the boat, which most people probably don't notice this, but there's some connections back under here to it goes to the distribution block up front. That was wired wrong. It was plugged in wrong. It was plugged into the grounds instead of the other one, so I had no power up front. Just an easy thing, you know, if you get the dealer to do it, you've probably never known about a bunch of these issues. But I mean, the plug up front here, they must have damaged it. This, they must damage it. It had a pinch spot in it. I had to replace that. The dealer's just a pretty good ways away, so I chose to do this stuff myself. Just have them send me the parts and fix it. I changed out the bow roller straight off the rip. Never even used, well, I probably did use the boat once, and then I changed out the bow roller. Trying to think. Mechanically, and it's held up well. I mean, there's been nothing major wrong with it. It's been great, so I can't complain. Hey guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video and you've liked seeing my boat. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, what would you like to see? Do you like seeing the boat, or do you want to see not videos? What do you want to see? You know, I may not be a super awesome fisherman, but I'll try my best for you guys. So, as always, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Fishing It Up.